covering the Villages for you. Here's Jill Winters and the VNN Lifestyle News Team.
Houses of worship are bringing entertainment to you, plus an ancient sport draws the attention of villagers. Jill Winters is off. I'm Steve Rosen. Comedy and music are on the schedule for concerts this summer at area houses of worship. The music began last week as the Israeli Scouts Friendship Caravan performed a medley of Israeli folk songs during a performance at Temple Shalom of Central Florida in Oxford. Congregants even got up and danced the hora, a Jewish folk dance culminating in a circle dance with one of the Scouts. Temple Shalom President Dennis Roth says the group has been goodwill ambassadors and friends to the United States for 50 years. And this was their first appearance at the temple since the pandemic. Temple Shalom marketing coordinator Susan Feinberg says the teens are chosen to be in the caravan based on their maturity, fluency in English, and their performing arts skills. She says they have been a longtime favorite at Temple Shalom. The next show scheduled for Temple Shalom is 7 p.m. July 2nd, spotlighting the Villages Philharmonic Orchestra in beautiful summer night music. Christian comedian Juanita Lolita is returning to this community. Hope Lutheran Church invited her to a Christian night of comedy, 7 p.m. June 29th at Everglades Recreation. Hope Lutheran Communications Director Marina Ernst says Juanita performed at the church's central campus last year and close to 400 people were in attendance. This show is free and a love offering will be taken at the door to benefit the Hope for the Future Scholarship Program. Take a look at the front page of Monday's Daily Sun for more about upcoming events at local houses of worship. The ancient sport of archery attracts residents to Archery 101 class offered by the Villages Recreation and Parks. Here's a look inside a social that began at Fenney Regional Recreation Complex, then played out at Dudley Canine Archery Range.
We're reintroducing people to archery and teaching them a safe way to do it and a little technique as we go. So anywhere from 12 to 16, once a week in every class. And then once they complete the class, every Tuesday, every Thursday, they can come up and shoot. And that's usually pretty full. We'll have 25 people there. We've had over 900 students go through this. It's really been kind of fun since I've come down here. The ladies seem to love it. And we have a big ladies shoot on Fridays now. And it's just something different that people, that's why we try. We try different stuff here, and some people stick with it. Some shoot just for fun, and some shoot a couple times and we don't see them again. So it's just a mixture of the camaraderie, and it's a different sport.
The Women's Fun Shoot meets from 10 a.m. to noon Fridays at Dudley Archery Range. The Villages Archery Club hosts open shoot sessions from 10 a.m. to noon Tuesday, also at Dudley for graduates of the Archery 101 class. After this short break, you will see a flourishing garden in bloom, so stay with us.
Is diabetes ruining your life? Diabetes Relief Care, located in Makeover Life Centers on 441 and Lady Lake, can help you get back to your active lifestyle. With our diabetes treatment, insulin is administered as a hormone rather than a drug. Makeover will co-manage your individualized care plan with your doctor for treatment, testing, and clinical results. Call for a private consultation and see how our diabetes treatment can help you. And yes, we accept Medicare. Visit drcvillages.com or call 352-644-9512.
Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood.
When Nancy Sanford moved to the Villages, she brightened up her yard with geraniums in planters, and from there, her Village of Amelia landscape transformed into a vibrant garden.
I was going to put just a few perennials in to add a little extra color, and I just kept going. I definitely studied, I studied what was in, what color was there. For example, I've got the yellow bushes back here. They just had a haircut, so they're short right now, but the sunshine ligustrum. And then what color would I want in front of that to really complement it and all. So yes, I did that very deliberately. So I picked the pink, and then out front I put the blue in and alternated it. I do cover all of these beds in the winter because there's just a few in here that are a little more fragile, particularly that tropical hibiscus. I make sure I got to get that covered. I just played, and I had no idea what I was going to get. But as it grew, people encouraged me. Many of the people that came to work on the lawns encouraged me, and also neighbors, and I just kept going, and we all seemed to enjoy it. My neighbor across the street has started doing the front of her property too, and I think it's just taking the risk and doing it, and worst that can happen is your flower doesn't grow, and oh well, you're back to where you were. I think my favorite is the Bloom My Mind. They're the nicest little perennial. They look really pretty about every other day because the blooms die and then new ones come, and it's about an every other day process. But I don't baby them. They don't seem to be bothered by pests. They do well all through the winter. They come back in the spring. So I love them for that reason. And it's always a nice pop of blue.
It took Nancy a couple of years to get her garden to look like it currently does, and she and her husband Brian enjoy it.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
Pollinators play an important role in the world's food chain, and June is recognized as National Pollinator Month. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, more than 100 crops grown in America depend on pollinators. University of South Florida's Botanical Gardens director Craig Hugel says pollinators are the base of the entire food web, so what we do to improve conditions for them has a big impact on all of us and the environment as a whole. From April 2021 to April 2022, preliminary numbers from the Bee Informed Partnership estimates the country's beekeeper lost 39% of their managed honeybee colonies. Jake Mitchum, owner of Riverview Apiaries, had some hives on Merritt Island, and they lost about 150 hives during Hurricane Ian. Residents can contribute when it comes to helping pollinators. Jake typically gets about 100 calls a year requesting beehive rescues rather than exterminations in and around the village's area. He captures a swarm and tries to domesticate the bees. Up next, we'll talk all things golf. We'll be right back.
This hurricane preparedness tip from VNN and WVLG is brought to you by The Villages Insurance.
Hi, this is WVLG senior forecaster Dave Toll. What happens after a hurricane? Continue listening to WVLG for the latest updates. Let your family know you're safe. Avoid drinking or preparing foods with tap water until you are sure it is not contaminated. Check refrigerated food for spoilage. Remember, if in doubt, throw it out. Wear protective clothing and be careful when cleaning up to avoid injury. Check on your neighbors as soon as possible. Use the phone only for emergency calls. Watch animals closely and keep them under your direction. If your community has experienced a hurricane hurricane or any disaster, register on the American Red Cross Safe and Well website at www.redcross.org/safe-and-well. Keep listening for more information, including supplies, pet tips, and detailed information to keep on hand during hurricane season. Presented by The Villages Insurance, and thank you for listening to The Villages Soundtrack, WVLG.
This community has plenty to offer when it comes to golf. According to the village's golf and tennis department, about 70,000 residents played at least one round of golf last year. There are 44 executive golf courses and 13 championship golf courses across the villages, with even more under construction. To meet the demand of golf lovers, there are multiple local golf shops, including the Sarasota Golf Practice Center, which is home to a custom club shop to help golfers with all of their needs. Customers can get their golf clubs regripped and reshafted, as well as personalized club fittings. Sarasota is also home to a beautiful driving range where guests can work on their game. There are island greens of various distances set up in a pond for you to test your driving distance and accuracy. This is a popular spot to go and challenge your friends and family. If you are seeking additional golf products, there are 12 golf shops inside country clubs in this community as well. Club Champion in Colony Plaza is a custom club fitting studio. This location has bay areas where customers can test their golf swings on different clubs to see what they need improvement or what clubs work best for them. Manager Justin Deeds says someone should just come to the club if they want the best component heads, shafts, and grips. Take a look at Monday's Daily Sun for even more about golf shops in the villages. Now let's check in with the village's Director of Recreation and Parks, John Rohan. He has more details about what residents can look forward to in the days ahead.
It is 7:22, and we know what we do every Monday morning at this time. Cue the music. Rohan. All right, we got to get it straight from the Rohan's mouth. The Director of Recreation and Parks here in the villages. With the Parks and Recs report, it's John Rohan. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Jack. How are you? Dee, how are you?
Very good.
Weekend good?
Weekend was really, really good.
You know what I forgot to do last Monday? And I did it on May was...
Wish people a happy New Year?
Father's Day.
Oh, Father's Day.
Yeah, we're so close. Yeah, so I hope everybody had a great Father's Day out there. I have two... They're not children, adults now, but they came and hang out with me yesterday,
cool.
So it was a great Father's Day.
They're always going to be your children.
Yeah.
Forever,
yeah.
man. It's
so,
just the way it goes.
Great Sunday, and just count your blessings. It was good stuff and having them around. So, a great picture on the front page of the Rec publication of 3 generations that came out and fished on Lake Sumter. I don't know if you had a chance to see that.
Yeah, I saw it. It was really very cool.
Really cool. Captured the essence of this community. I mean, you got people, 3 generations now coming here and living and celebrating and participating, which is what we're here to do. And the big one, of course, is Thursday. We have another opening of another recreation center, Franklin.
Yay!
Yes, it's going to be opening on Thursday, June 22nd at 9 a.m. Come one, come all, and explore and meet staff. And we have a great activity schedule planned. We're going to have some, it's going to be themed with some watermelon activities and programs. Also, if you have your grandchildren or children in the area, come on out and participate in the grand opening. You know, we have resort-style family pool. We have the putting course. We have loads of outdoor amenities. We have the most amazing activity room with the table shuffleboard. We have billiards, table tennis. The game room is just grown exponentially from what we've seen. So
cool. I saw the teaser video that the villages put out for Franklin, and I said, this place looks amazing.
Yep.
And I'm all about the watermelon, man.
We are going to have some watermelon available. We will be also having some, I'm a Florida native, born and raised. We'll have some boiled peanuts out there and some lemonade and some country music. And we're actually going to try to do you remember the song, The Watermelon Crawl?
No.
I can't say that I
That's
do.
a classic. So we're going to try to line dance to the watermelon crawl.
Okay.
For our country folks out there, come on out. We have a line dance instructor that's going to give a brief intro how to do it and see how many people can get out there.
I would love to see both of you guys do a line dance.
It's electric.
It's electric. Watermelon. Oh.
So, yes, we have a great day planned. Then after that, it'll be open from there on out on a regular basis.
So
Cool.
what the festivities start at 9?
9.
And how long does it go for?
Right to about 1 o'clock.
Okay.
But it'll be open the rest of the day. So if you miss it, come on out anyways. But we want you to be there to celebrate, being part of the ribbon cutting, being the first folks to jump in the swimming pool, to use the courts. That's all pretty.
That's exciting.
It's really cool. It's, hey, I was out there. I got in the pool first when it opened.
Jack, are you going to go down to Franklin? Just make sure it's after 1 o'clock.
They might not let you in.
I know.
We'll have a drone flying over you. So that's the opening. It's going to be a great celebration. And if you're not familiar where Franklin is, if you go past Sawgrass Grove, where Ezell is, and you keep going further south on Megason, you'll pass Homestead.
Yes.
And then about a mile down the road, give or take.
It's right between the village of Newell and the village of Lake Denham.
You wrapped right into that, man. That was perfect.
Is that not perfect or what? Just, be careful going through the gates at Citrus Grove because they are set to construction mode and don't go flying up to it.
Yeah.
Don't be
yeah.
taking the bars down.
That's right. Slow and easy, right?
That's right. Nice and easy.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we had a great event with Yoga on the Square last week. We also have a Fit Club summer membership that we're doing right now for $100 for 3 months. You can sign up for a Fit Club membership, and you can use any of the Fit Club locations that we have at our regional rec center.
That's great.
Lots of things going on. Camp Village is hitting the third week, and that's going like gangbusters. So nothing going slow right now in the summer. We are gangbusters right now. And
wow, week 3 on Camp Villages already?
Can you believe it?
Yeah. It just seems like we just said it was starting.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the third week of it, and it's going great. And, yes, come on out, Franklin, Thursday, the 22nd, 9 a.m., watermelon festivities, music. Staff will be out there, volunteers. Come meet some of our rec folks, and come use your brand new amenities. And once again, once we open, it's here to stay forever, which is pretty darn cool.
Now I can ask you the question: the bins that are outside Franklin, that they look like almost like a fruit stand, is that going to be? Is it going to have like real watermelon in there, or?
We're when we open a new facility. That's a great question. When we open a new facility, we kind of take organic steps. We let things come organically grow, if that makes any sense out of it. So we'll definitely be able to use it for some type of programming. And
that's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a great setup. But we have a great ad in the paper and on information on the website about all the festivities and things you're going to experience when you come out there. So come one, come all, and celebrate this grand opening with us.
Yeah, and they're always a lot of fun. Every time a new rec center opens up, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yes,
a lot of
it
energy.
is.
Weather looks good, and bring your bathing suit. Or bring your pickleball shorts. Or
are there such a thing? Pickleball shorts?
I think there's attire for everything, isn't there?
I have no idea.
Maybe we should get into pickleball attire.
Yeah. We'll call it J&J Pickleball Wear.
Watch out, Nike. All right.
No key.
Aren't you glad we're not on here for like an hour?
Yeah. That's only like 3 cups of coffee, too.
Always great to see both of you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, and we'll see you out at the opening, I hope.
Thanks, John.
We'll be down there.
All right.
We'll come down and say hi.
Come on.
All
Take
right.
care. See y'all.
Push me in the pool.
All right, bye.
There he goes. John Rohan, Director of Recreation and Parks here in the Villages.
We'll be back with more news from Florida's friendliest hometown after this.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN. Rocking. Dancing.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga.
Relaxing. Or romancing. Thank you for listening to Your Village's soundtrack. WVLG.
The best mix of music, the songs you love. Your Village's soundtrack, WVLG.
This is VNN.
Father's Day was on Sunday, and for two area men, they balanced the unique role of being dad and coach at the same time. On top of being a father figure at times to their players, J.P. Probola and Vincent Brown Sr. also coach up their kids at their respective schools. J.P. coaches his oldest daughter, Catherine, and son, David, on the Village's high school cross-country team and as a long-distance coach for the track and field team. His other daughter, Lillian, plays flag football and soccer for the Villages. He says coaching has definitely made him a better parent. As a dad, he says it was easier and natural for him to step in and do parenting to the other kids in the program. JP fell into coaching after Catherine started running cross country in middle school. He offered help to the coach and ended up getting his level 1 USA track and field certification. He admits he is very fortunate to do what he gets to do every day while having a positive influence on all of the kids. For Vincent, he coaches his son Vincent Jr. in football and his daughter Zoe in basketball and flag football at Wildwood. When it comes to balancing his two roles, he has always left the sports stuff on the field or on the court as soon as they leave it, which has always seemed to work with his kids. Yet, if they are on the field or on the court, he is always their dad. Vincent Sr. played football at the University of Florida, and his son and his eventual wife, Brittany, lived in on-campus family housing at the time. So when his son committed to play football at Southeastern University in the fall, Dad admits he was emotional as he had a front row seat to everything his son has done. Coach Brown's oldest daughter, 13-year-old Zoe, helped lead the Wildwood girls basketball team to state championship game while also helping the flag football team go undefeated and win a district title. She has always been right by his side. His other kids, 11-year-old Chloe, will be playing basketball this year, and Dad will be coaching her, while 9-year-old Kylie hasn't decided what to play yet. The offensive line is a crucial piece to head coach Vincent Brown Sr.'s Wildwood Middle High School football team. Coach Brown says it's huge for any team when they can lean on their guys in the trenches on either side of the ball, but it's definitely huge for his squad, being as young as they are, to be able to depend on an offensive line that's populated by veteran players. Junior Markle Gordon says with a new running back and a new quarterback this season, they will need to block extra hard for those guys to be able to come make the plays and become playmakers. The offensive line's mindset is to protect their little brother. As for the Village's offensive line, head coach Richard Pettis says everything starts up front. It's not even about being the biggest group if you have a group of guys who understand leverage and who play with toughness and technique. Assistant coach Jason Poplaski has rejoined Pettis' staff. He is a run-first guy and wants the O-line to come fast off the ball. Summer conditioning is about building muscle memory for his players. He wants their footwork and hand placement to become second nature. His philosophy is to wear out the opposing defense. Pettis says Coach Poplaski is going to have 8 or 9 guys to build his offensive line with, so there's a lot of growth, but that is what they have the summer for. Last week, local teens learned the ins and outs of the Sumter County Sheriff's Office during a Teen Citizens Academy. They took part in a mock trial to start out the week, and on day 2, 23 teens participated in a mock crime scene led by the law enforcement agency's Crime Scene Investigators Unit. They learned general information about the CSI unit, finding out how to process a scene carefully to collect evidence. 16-year-old Chloe Teeters has always been into criminal justice. She finds it interesting and thinks a lot of kids should get involved in it because it's a great opportunity to get yourself familiar with law enforcement and see if you want to be involved in it. Sumter County Sheriff's Office Community Outreach Coordinator Beth Hunt says the teens were very involved, outgoing, and excited to be there. It's time now for a brief commercial break.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley home cleaner.
When it comes to sudden onset hearing loss, it's idiopathic, right? We don't really know for sure what causes it. The leading theory is there's a very small blood supply to the inner ear. When the blood is blocked or can't get through for just a little bit of time, it kills or damages parts of the cochlea, the basilar membrane, and the outer hair cell. Steroids are designed, right, to blow everything open. You do a high dose for 10 to 12 days. If the duration of time is short enough between onset of the sudden hearing loss and the steroid therapy, it just works 72, 76% of the time, up to 76% of the time. So that's why we say don't delay. Does it always work? No, but the sooner you start, the better your chances.
Horses in Groveland are providing a valuable service to others. Horses with a Mission is a therapy facility that uses horses to help people. The nonprofit holds lessons for those with physical, mental, and emotional disabilities. Volunteer coordinator Mickey Hollis says the riding lessons help with lowering heart rates and improving balance. She says volunteers stand by the horses during the lessons to make sure the rider stays safe. Volunteers don't need previous experience with horses. If you are interested in volunteering with this nonprofit, just send an email to the address on your screen. The Villages is the place to be when it comes to great musical entertainment. These are the bands ready to perform for you on Tuesday. That is all the news we have for you now. Pick up a copy of Tuesday's Daily Sun to read about local efforts during Hunger Awareness Month. Keep enjoying the Village's lifestyle.
Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show.
What's your position, Lunar One? Over.
Repeat that, Mission Control. I don't understand. Over.
What's your position? Over.
I need my hearing aids reprogrammed.
Joe here. We've remotely changed your hearing aid prescription. How do I sound?
Copy that. Loud and clear.
Program your hearing aid from anywhere in the universe with Global Live.
Only at Elite Hearing Centers of America.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Doc's Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Doc's Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.